You know, one of the things about being in Austin that I love, you never know who you're going to talk to. So this right here video is not for my user subscribers. I probably won't get many views from it, but it's not about who views it as far as masses. It's about who views it in power. Those y'all who follow me, y'all know a couple years ago I made a, let's say, a suggestion for the Snoop Dogg Bowl in Jackson, Mississippi. But no one really followed up on that. Only for the very next year to have Snoop Dogg have a Snoop Dogg Bowl, the Gin and Juice Bowl, in Arizona with the exact specifics I mentioned. I've been asking for a couple years about the Q2 Stadium. So now I decided just to make the offer, to make the push, if you will, open to the public. See, Austin, Texas is open for business. We don't turn down money in this city. We have some of the best nightlife in the country. Q2 Stadium has been voted one of the best stadiums in the world, according to Austin Business Journal. I'm sorry, that's just what it says. But here's the thing. When it comes to my ideal about a bowl game, what actually do you need to do to create a bowl game? Well, of course, there are several key elements. Establish a strong organizational foundation, securing conference affiliations, and obtaining necessary certificates and ensuring financial viability. Let's just break that down to what it truly means. Okay? First thing you need is a dedicated committee to one. It's essential to manage all aspects of the game, from the planning to logistics to marketing, community engagement. Austin is known for putting parties together at the last minute. How did that UT home game against Clemson go last December? Because the bowl game handbook, the NCAA provides a handbook outlining the rules and regulations for postseason bowl games. They do. Financial planning, secure funding through sponsorships, ticket sales, and potentially television revenue is crucial for the game's success. A title sponsor often a major source of funding as the game's visibility. Well, Austin, Texas is known as Tech Prairie. Tech Prairie. There are millions of sponsors out here. $248 billion GDP. It's not that hard to find a sponsor. Now, when it comes to the conference affiliations and eligibility, many bowl games have pre-existing agreements with specific conferences dictating which teams they can invite. Eligibility must meet certain criteria, typically a winning record or at least 6 wins in 12 game season. Of course, not all bowl games are filled by conference tie-ins. Bowl games can extend invitations to eligible teams based on rankings or other factors. At-large bids, if you will. Now, the NCAA certification states bowl games must be certified by NCAA to ensure they meet required standards. Must have insurance and officials, venue, logistics, community engagement and marketing, promotion, a TV partner. That's basically all you need. If you want to get really in detail into it, there are 9 steps. Be a title sponsor. Most rate for most games is 7 figures. It's a title sponsor, like the Valero Alamo Bowl in San Antonio or the Belk Bowl in Charlotte, AutoZone Liberty Bowl in Memphis. A title sponsor. You know, you probably have a trophy or a mascot, logo, stuff like that. You should definitely need a TV partner. You need to line up the team, of course. You need the money to give gifts. $10,000 fee goes to the NCAA no matter what. Smaller games, you need hundreds of $1,000s. The pass out to each participating team's conference, though most payouts are well in the seven figures, but yeah. Also, NCAA encouraged bowl games to give to 125 players per team, the value of approaching $550 each. Works out to about $137,000 in gifts. Of course, you can go between shopping trips and hats, stuff like that. You need to pay your staff, of course, however big it is. You need some events that aren't the game. So not just the game itself, but you can have like concerts, and you can have band battles, whatever you want. And one thing Austin is known for is band battle. I mean, I believe there's a hot wing chicken eating contest at the Nashville Music City Bowl. So I mean, you can have anything you want to promote your bowl game. There's a milkshake compound feud at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. There's a whole bunch of things. You need a field. And to be honest with you, I'll put all this in the description below. But if you already own the field and you're literally next door to some of the best nightlife in the city, some of the best hotels are going to be next door to the game, as well as downtown on 6th Street. That just leaves you really a couple of questions. Logistically, what conferences would you want to get? Now, I made the same play before about the SWAC and the MEAC and HBCUs. But let's be real about this for a second. What conferences actually need bowl tie-ins? And you can look at the bowl games, payouts, and find out some of, oh man, how do I say this? 200K, 300K, 350K. Yeah. So the money part is not really going to be an issue. What you got to look at is what can we get from it? Q2 Stadium holds about 20,000 plus people, 20,500 I think. So how do you do the math on that? Once again, I want to bring the math somewhere with inflation nowadays. The last video, it was $1,000 a person. With inflation, you want to look at about $1,500 a person. If you're tempted or even secure that you're going to get a sellout on this game, $1,500 a person. That means for hotel tickets, Airbnb, restaurants, Ubers, stuff bought, miscellaneous stuff from the city. $1,500. It's very reasonable. Not including the tickets for the game itself, stuff purchased at the stadium. That's up to the stadium host. So $20,500 is $30,750,000. That's your estimated economic impact that the city will receive. And looking at what I'll put this nicely, the city of Austin really needs that. Both cities do need that right now, especially in December. It's the busiest month of the year for shopping. Most shopping's online, but nightlife, hotels are the discount. They're the premium. And seriously, the amount of money that these schools can get can be dwarfed. You can definitely outbid a lot of bowl games. I mean, let's be honest about it. You're looking at people like the New Orleans Bowl, $825,000 total. Jacksonville State in Louisiana. And you have bowls like the Frisco Bowl, UTSA versus Marshall, 650 combined split. No, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Miller Bowl, $300,000 bowl game. So what I'm trying to tell you is the city of Austin, honestly, a lot of these small college towns can definitely do this if they have the cojones to do it. But Austin has that drive. Austin has that power. Which leads me to the last part. Buy-in. Gotta get, well, you don't have to, but you can definitely secure conference buy-ins. And with the Pac-12 recently getting Texas State, you can definitely get Pac-12 involved. And with the Pac-12 not having, let's say Texas State's not going to win the Pac-12 automatically. So you may have somebody come in here from a Fresno, from Oregon, hell, Boise. The buy-in can be significant enough where you can have $500,000, $650,000 in the Sun Belt Conference, which has no teams in Texas, could use this as a buy-in for the future recruiting out of the state. Louisiana schools are far enough away that when they come, they will bring in, trust me, Louisiana schools, and what I've seen, they do travel. Have a buy-in with the Sun Belt Conference, brings those schools from Louisiana, Alabama, whatever, over here to us. In a place, would you rather be sitting in, no disrespect, but Monroe, Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, hell, we'll be sitting in those parts of the country, or Austin, Texas in December. No disrespect. Same goes for Conference USA. The buy-in of having an extra bowl game is extra money to the conference. And an extra avenue for recruiting for the teams. Austin has been under-recruited for years, since UT has decided to start recruiting outside of the state. But now bringing in these conferences, and I'll get to the last one very soon, will definitely help our kids get more opportunities to go play. Now for the last one, the MAC conference. And my dad being from Michigan, I mean this is no slight at all. Would you rather be in Ypsilanti, Michigan? Would you rather be in Muncie, Indiana? At home, we're 6-16. Or would you rather be in Austin in December? No snow, 70-degree temperatures, cities open for business. This is my whole pitch. I'm surprised that more cities around the country, especially smaller cities, aren't doing this. We have the stadium. It's not being used. You can get the buy-in from the Austin FC themselves. They can be the sponsor. Think about that. You're using your own stadium to sponsor a game, which quite frankly means one thing. The operating budget, the marketing, the facilities maintenance, all that you already do. That takes out a big chunk of money out of your pocket. So, that's my pitch. The city kind of needs that in December. The shot in the arm. You can do buy-ins with these four conferences, 2 of the 4, on the FBS level. By doing that, you make sure you appreciate the fact that these 4 conferences pick two, will be able to set up shop and to pre-sale tickets. This probably won't happen this year. I mean, you can probably do it on an FCS level this year, but I'm no longer going to try to push that because there's no response. But you can definitely do that next year. Have these conferences, whichever you pick, smaller conferences, smaller schools, pre-sale tickets to come to Austin, Texas in December. Let the nightlife, the club owners, the hotel owners, let them gear up for it. Once this happens, that $30,750,000 influx into the city of Austin in December will actually be more than just that. Because not only will you have what they're going to spend, you're going to have people who are going to be hired and what those people are going to spend, and so forth, and so forth. But what do I know? Like I said, this video is not something I have not done before. I actually did this exact same video promoting the second place team from the SWAC versus second place team for the MEAC, sending directly to the former MEAC commissioner and the current SWAC commissioner's desk, only to be blocked on both sides. So let's just say it's time to up the game. Now, when it comes to television partners, ESPN is so easy to get. KView can definitely help promote the stuff going on locally. We have a TV company that handles college sports, and they handle extreme sports internationally. And they have connections with another international company. Flow Sports is literally downtown Austin. You can definitely get this on Flow. Hell, they could be a sponsor. But hey, what do I know? This is just an idea. It won't get many views. I'm not worried about the hundreds of thousands of views. What I'm looking at is who's going to see it. Pac-12, MAC, SBC, Conference USA. Pac-12 wants to be the big dog. But every big dog starts out as a puppy. Why not come down here and bark? My name is Coach Simmons. Have a great day.